I defend myself, which is what's happened. I then watch as forensic tents are put up.
I saw that.
Yeah? So I'm looking, thinking, well, this bloke's dead. Right? But what people don't realise is I've contacted the police straight away, which is the recordings. I contacted the police saying, look, this has just happened, lads. I'm at the Underground in London. I've been confronted. I've had to defend myself. If I stay here, there's going to be more problems, because your police officers ain't here yet. I'm going to get confronted probably more. So I'm out of here. Let me know how I can give a voluntary interview to you. So I've contacted the police. The media have portrayed to the whole country that I've done a runner, that I've left, that I'm on the run. The Guardian have travelled to Tenerife, knocked on innocent people's doors, taking pictures of them, saying they're trying to hunt me down like I'm on the run. I'm not on the run, right? I've then liaised with the police the whole time, as have my lawyers. I've changed my flight because I was flying into Manchester originally. My original flight that was booked 3 weeks before this incident, my return flight was to bring me into Manchester. So I sent them all return flights. The police said, could you please fly into London for the interview? So I said, okay, I'll change my flight. I land at Luton Airport. I'm on the plane, and remember, I've arranged this. I'm the one who's come back. I've contacted them, and I look out the window. It's like the army are there. There's blue lights everywhere, and the plane's all there. So I might make my way up. I say, "Excuse me, ladies," to the air hostesses. I said, "They goes, no, they have to sit down." I said, "No, this is definitely for me." And they're like, "What?" And I said, "This lot's for me." And as they look out, there's just police everywhere. I mean, like, must be 6 wagons. Yeah. So I come down they open the door. And I go down, and they're like, right, Tommy, come here, you're under arrest. And they said, surprised to see us. I said, no, I'm the one that, I've contacted you guys. Yeah. But this big thing, and then it went all over the media, all over the news. But when I sat down with the police, I was worried, because what I believed is, I read a witness statement in one of the newspapers who done an interview. Now, this fucking idiot doesn't realise I have a recording, It's not been shared, I have a recording which shows exactly what was said, and by who. And you can evidently hear the man and how aggressive he is, And you can hear him come at me, and scream, "You want a piece of me?" at the top of his voice, It's at that point that I am in a position to defend myself. Now, I have that recording. The police haven't had it. No one else has it. I have it. What does the witness statement say? He says, I said that. So as I'm reading this witness statement in the national newspaper, well, I'm not allowed to do this. I bow to certain things. Yeah. So as I'm reading this witness statement, I think, well, I didn't say that. And I've got the evidence I didn't say that. So then I sit down in my interview and I'm shitting myself because I think they're going to have no CCTV. They're not going to so you're just going to have witnesses' accounts. So I'm thinking, well, the witnesses are all going to damage me, because I don't trust who the witnesses are. So I don't trust this. And then I'm worried thinking, well, I'm in trouble here, But I sit down, the 2 police officers are sat there. I go in, I meet I sit down with my solicitor, and she says, the police are really nice. It's pretty strange, Tommy. They're being really nice. So I said, all right.
They've got footage.
I sit down. They start playing the footage. So I'm watching the footage, and I'm standing there, and this man comes here. I'm standing minding my own business. He comes up here, in my face. I'm like, mate, what you doing? And you see him follow me, and I walk backwards, and you can see me clearly saying, fuck off, mate, Then I get away from him. He comes back after me, and now he comes off a train, He comes off his train at St Pancras. So he's leaving St Pancras when he sees me, and he makes a beeline and follows me to my train, Now, this is the bullshit, because when he gets to the top of the stairs, he starts pretending he's looking for a platform, But he's just, what the witnesses don't know, or don't see, is what's happened for the 2 minutes before this. He's confronting me, he's threatening me continuously, he's aggressively confronting me. You can see it so clearly. So as I'm watching on the camera, and I'm waiting for the minute when I obviously defend myself, and I'm thinking, because it all happened so quick, but as I watch it, he just comes at me, So it's like, well, there's never a better case of self-defense. I tried to get away from him so many times. He follows me. You can clearly see how he's all over me. He's in my face. He's literally here. I'm watching it thinking, I should have defended myself 10 minutes ago when I'm watching it. And I look at the police officers and I look at my solicitor.
Tommy Robinson argues that the media's version of events was completely false. While newspapers claimed he was on the run, Robinson says he immediately contacted police after being confronted at London Underground, explained that he had to defend himself, and even offered to give a voluntary interview. He agreed to change his flight at police request, but instead of a routine meeting, He landed at Luton Airport to find flashing blue lights, 6 police wagons, and a staged arrest in front of passengers, a spectacle he calls pure political theater. Robinson also points to evidence he says clears him, a recording that captures the other man shouting threats and aggressively following him, forcing him to act in self-defense. This, he insists, directly contradicts the witness statements published in the press. His worry was that without CCTV, the case would rest on biased testimonies, already shaped by a hostile media narrative. In the end, Robinson frames the incident as more than just a personal defense. For him, it exposes a deeper problem: how quickly public opinion can be manufactured, and how justice risks being replaced by trial, by media long before the facts reach a courtroom.
It's crazy. What's going on? What's happening, Mike?
The question I'm going to ask of Angela Rayner is, so she's moved residence down to Hove.
Yeah.
Okay. Where is your husband living, and where are your kids going to school?
Right. Also, where are your constituents that you're supposed to represent? You don't want to go see them anymore?
100%. 100%. The fact is that as far as she's concerned, she can do what she likes, and she will claim the letter of the law, as they always do.
Yeah.
Now, this government have done this time and time again. When they were talking about the balloon sculptures, etc., what did the Home Office say? Oh, we'd asked them to take those jobs down. Everything is after the event. Once they're like a naughty child. Every time you catch them, they give you a very damp, wet, horrible answer. You know, so, it couldn't have been me. It wasn't me. It was them. And
this woman, let's remind ourselves, right? Angela Rayner is the woman who turned round and called the Conservative Party scum. She makes out like she's some sort of working class hero, that all these people, all the rich landowners, all this for all the money. And she is basically audaciously trolling us by buying a near £1 million third home, a holiday home, and then claiming that she lives there full time in order to not pay £40,000 worth of tax when she's the Minister for Housing. This is beyond disgusting. This is beyond... This is just so disgraceful. I cannot believe that they're not screaming in news studios around the country like they did about that so-called gold wallpaper.
But how much does she get paid? How can she afford this?
Right.
Where's the money coming from?
Yeah, exactly.
And when they were saying that they're there for the people, I've signed a petition for another election, and I think everybody should do that. They should get on that site and they should sign that petition. And I know we won't get another election, but it proves a point.
Oh, I'll tell you what, Sunshine. When we have to go cap in hand to the IMF, and that day is fast coming, I am certain that day is swift approaching. This government's going to fall. This government will fall. It is beyond a parody now. They're not just hopeless. They're not just hopeless. They are arrogant. They lie. They deceive. They hate us. They call us names. We are in an abusive relationship with this government.
I agree. This is the first government in my lifetime where I would actually say they hate the British people.